Welcome to the Earth Scroll. This week we will be examining the week of June 8th through June 14th, summoning God's helpers. The Gospel reading for this week, Therismon, means harvest. And Jesus is comparing all the work to be done, all the people who are to be enlightened as the harvest. And he's looking for helpers to help spread the good word. From the Christian Gospel this week is Matthew 9, verse 35 through chapter 10, verse 8, in which Jesus commissions his disciples. This is a condensed version. Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and proclaiming the good news of the kingdom, and curing every disease and every sickness. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion for them, because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. He said to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore ask the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest." Then Jesus summoned his 12 disciples and gave them authority over unclean spirits to cast them out and to cure every disease and every sickness. He said, "Go, proclaim the good news. The kingdom of heaven has come near." A reading about Jesus' helpers from the Quran, chapter 3, verse 52. Jesus said, "Who will be my helpers in the cause of God?" The pure ones said, "We will be helpers in the cause of God. We believe in God, and you are the witness that we are self-surrendered. We are Muslim." Before we go out the window, we see the Hebrew Parsha for that week, Beha'alotaka. In this week's Torah Parsha, the people have finished building the tent of appointment. They have their marching orders. They're beginning to move on in the wilderness. And again, they begin thinking, oh, things were much better when we were slaves in Egypt. We were fed regularly, we had meat to eat. And they began complaining and complaining to Moses. And God promises them meat to eat. But they still complain. And so Moses goes back to God, and he's beside himself. He says, "Just kill me. Just let me die right now. I can't handle all of these complaints. I just can't do this alone anymore." And God says, "I got it. Bring me 70 of your men, and I will allow them to prophesy as well as you." So let us read Numbers 11, verses 24 and 25. A reading from the Torah. Moses went out and spoke to the people the words of God. He gathered 70 men from the elders of the people and had them stand around the tent. God came down in a cloud and spoke to him. And God extended some of the rushing spirit that was upon him and put it upon the 70 men, the elders. And it was when the Spirit rested upon them that they acted like prophets. The song for this week, I'm going to lift my sister up. I learned from Jane Prentice. And the words are very simple and the melody is very repetitive. And you can replace the word sister with whatever you want. But I will teach it and sing it the way I learned it from Jane. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. I'm gonna lift my brother up. He is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my brother up. He is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my brother up. He is not heavy. If I don't lift him up, if I don't lift him up, if I don't lift him up, I will fall down. I'm gonna lift my people up. They are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my people up. They are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my people up. They are not heavy. If I don't lift them up, if I don't lift them up, if I don't lift them up, I will fall down. On my way to the brook to read from the Quran, I found a turkey feather. Let's hear what the Medicine Card book by Jamie Sams and David Carson has to say about turkey giveaway. Turkey is actually thought to be the giveaway eagle or south eagle of many native peoples. The philosophy of giveaway was practiced by many tribes. Simply stated, it is the deep and abiding recognition of the sacrifices both self and others. People in modern-day society who have many times more than they need should study the noble turkey who sacrifices itself that we may live. In turkey's death, we have our life. Honor turkey. Spectators unfamiliar with the cultural phenomena of the potlatch or giveaway ceremony are often mystified by it. A tribal member may gladly give away all he or she owns and do without in order to help the people. In present-day urban life, we are taught to acquire and to get ahead. The person with the most toys wins the game. In some cultures, no one can win the game unless the whole of the people's needs are met. A person who claims more than his or her share is looked upon as selfish or crazy or both. The poor, the aged, the feeble have honor. The person who gives away the most and carries the burdens of the people is one of the most respected. Closing words from Mother Teresa of Calcutta. We can do no great deeds. only small things with great love. Do not wait for leaders. Do it alone, person to person.